Hello, my beautiful Aquarius friends, and welcome to your horoscope for September of 2022, where Aquarius, this month we are going to see a bump in paying attention to all things going on in your ninth house as we move ourselves into Libra season. So publishing, marketing, broadcasting, taking these leaps out into the world that allow you to expand. And sometimes you expand your title. You go from being just a father to a grandfather. You have all of these different expansions that go out. There's training, there's learning. There's just this space for you this month where you really become available to expand those horizons and get a bit outside of your comfort zone. And the most beautiful part about that is that on the other side of your comfort zone, you're learning different lessons. You're learning things that you could not learn in the position that you were in before. So it actually becomes a really incredible adventure. Now, I will tell you, we have your financial planet, which is Neptune, still retrograde this month. So around finances and things like that, I want you to know early on, it's not that it dries up, okay? It is not that it dries up at all, but there may be an adjustment, or it can feel like finances are a little slow, or something in your value center. Even your self-esteem maybe feels like it's coming on a little bit more slowly than normally it does. Now, we're also going to have Mercury stepping into retrograde and Mars stepping into pre-retrograde shadow time, giving us a peek and a hint and a signature of what we're going to work with all the way until March of 2023 in that fifth house area for you. So all things children, all things expression, how you express yourself, stocks, bonds, taking a risk, love, romance, joy, pleasure, all of these things are areas you're going to look at your strategy. You're going to look at past arguments that maybe needed to be cleaned up until we travel to March of 2023. All right, Aquarius, let's get in here and see what is going on this month. So right at the beginning of the month, on the 3rd, we'll see Mars moving into that pre-retrograde shadow time I was talking about at 8 degrees of Gemini. So you want to locate 8 degrees of Gemini on your chart, and you're going to watch from 8 degrees of Gemini all the way to 25 degrees of Gemini. These are the degrees that we will do the retrograde lessons in, okay? So locate that 8 degrees of Gemini on your chart and see what's going on here. In the general, it lights up your fifth house energy. So this is children. Truly, when we're coming to the area of children, it gets busy. Like, what's going on for you? You as a child of somebody, are you changing status? Are you very busy? You have a lot going on. There's lots of information flying around. Your children, do they have something going on? Are they, are there even truly, is there something that has felt like there's been conflict in your child zone, right? And this Mars motion is going to give you an opportunity to re-look at that. If you were trying to network and start a business, put something out there, put a project or a hobby out there, Mars's initial movement here is actually quite useful for you because it's still moving forward, but it's showing you the signatures of what you'll review as we get into the retrograde and the intensity of the eclipses in October and November, okay? On the 5th, we see Venus moving into the energy of Virgo. This starts to light up your 8th house area. We've got the sun already traveling here. Now Venus comes in as an attracting energy. So in your 8th house of joint resources, joint partnerships, joint collaborations, you're going to see Venus pulling in a harmony, pulling in resources to this area of your life, but you're also needing to prioritize, right? The gift of Virgo energy is discernment. So where are you seeing, hey, I need to clean up this area. I need to analyze this area of my joint partnerships, whether it's alone, intimate connections with family, or maybe a partner. Where is it? Intimate connections with healing, transition, transformation, astrology, all live over here. And Venus is calling in the resources to help you do this and have it be not so complicated. I really think too, Venus in the 8th house can bring a love into your life that is one like no other. It's a love that is almost transformational to you. So watch for the signature of Venus attracting in that love or that money or those changes to relationships, okay? On the 9th, we see Mercury taking its retrograde in the energy of Libra. Now, I want you to think back to August 20th when Mercury moved initially into its pre-retrograde shadow time at 24 degrees of Virgo. We started to get our signature of what we're working on at that time. Now this retrograde at 8 degrees of Libra, we're going to start to review everything you have seen in that time frame from August 20th. So be paying close attention to what's been going on in your expansion house, this ninth house energy. As we get to the 10th of the month, we've got a full moon happening at 17 degrees of Pisces, so just next door to you. The full moon asks us to end something, acknowledge something, or to make an adjustment. We need to course correct. This moon has got a nice connection to Uranus, so the changes that we're making, the surrenders that you're making around finances, around things that brought you value, what you valued, the values that navigated you through your life before, are really available to be innovated, right? There's like you're updating, you're getting an upgrade in this particular area, but that Uranian energy can bring surprises your way that make it easier to make this connection, to make this disconnection even, where you're like, I have to change what I'm doing, or I'm going to keep getting what I was getting. And if you don't like what you were getting, this is the time where I think that you're feeling a lot more confident in making those adjustments, all right? When we get to the 22nd, we see the sun now move into the energy of Libra, bringing light, heat, life, and vitality. So we're ready. You're ready for some kind of expansion. You're motivated to move towards it, and the partnerships that you need to move forward towards your own expansion, whether that is higher education. And sometimes, let me be clear, higher education can be that you're going to university, you're going to college, you're doing training to up your level of knowledge. But sometimes higher education simply comes from taking a new position in life. I'm telling you, did you go from being a parent to a grandparent? This brings you some higher education for sure, because first of all, you call in a new position, and then you call in all of the lessons that you've already learned, and it's a surrender. If you've never been a grandparent, or you're becoming a grandparent to a new person, or whatever it is, I just don't want you to downplay the teachers and the gurus and the situations that are available to come into your life with this Libra guidance to help you expand out. Now, if there have been conflicts, how about conflicts in family situations, in legal disputes, this energy can also help to put a little bit of a healing diplomacy into the waters. As we get to the 23rd, we're going to see that Mercury retrograde in Libra slide back into the energy of Virgo, okay? So now we're back to lighting up this 8th house space. So you'll be reviewing all of those things from August 20th until now, but you'll do it in a Virgo sense. Clean it up, get it reorganized, make it the very best that it can be before this retrograde, goes on ahead and comes direct. And then we'll see it move out of the post-retrograde shadow time October 16th, okay? When we get to the 25th, we've got now this new moon in the energy of Virgo at 2 degrees. So locate that 2 degrees on your chart. And now you're planting your seeds of intention for where the sun has come in and kind of made this stamp. You know what I mean? Brought Libra season into your life, brought this expansion. Plant your seeds of intention as to what you would like this to look like. Where would you like to make really important changes in your life around your relationships in this expanded way? Now, this moon sits in nice connection with Jupiter. So I want to just say, whatever it is that you would like to expand out to, remember that the expansion doesn't have to happen all today, right? You can take it baby step, because with Jupiter, things get real big real fast, and sometimes it gets big in so quickly that we can't actually handle the speed, or we can't actually handle, it's like, don't overpromise and then underdeliver. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't do that. So whatever you're asking for here, be willing to take it on piece by piece to grow into your new understanding of this energy as well. And that way you also avoid the conflicts, feeling defeated and deflated when it doesn't work out the way that you wanted it to. Now, to help draw in what you are requesting and what you're planting your seeds seeds of intention to. On the 29th, we see Venus move into Libra as well. Venus is in domicile in Libra, so very comfortable, happily working in full power here. So calling into you, again, remember Venus is an attracting in, a pulling in energy. So really prosperous partnerships are available for you at this time, especially in this ninth house. So, if you needed to handle a legal or a contract situation and you need to negotiate, this is actually very good for that as well, because first of all, you seem calm and are well received in the negotiation, and half the time the negotiation goes in your favor as well. So be really interesting, Aquarius, to see what's coming out for you, what's happening in this expanded zone. Where are you going from being the Aquarius you were a couple months ago to this more expanded Aquarius? Let me know in the comment section down below, okay? All right, my beautiful Aquarian friends, have a gorgeous month, and I look forward to seeing you next month, where we're going to talk a lot more about the eclipses. There's some intensity coming as we travel through October and November. So also stretch out, enjoy the cool and the calm that September has to offer, because we're really going to pace it up a bit in this next couple months. All right, bye, my beautiful Aquarian friends.